have all the ingredients for an exciting final round. The sun is out, the wind is getting up, and there are some tantalising names at the top of the leaderboard. Right up there is Marco Penge. He shot a sublime 62 in the opening round, and his 10 under par total has him 3 shots clear of Thomas Curtis. Tucked in behind at 5 and 4 under, a host of other guys hoping to close the gap. Among them, Alfie Plant, silver medal winner at the 2017 Open Championship, and Richard Mansell, a man who came so close to winning on numerous occasions last season. Marco is an aggressive player, so with the course yielding birdies, eagles, but also a few double bogeys, anything could happen in this final round here at Dudsbury Golf Club.
Thanks, Kit. Yes, the 5th of the 16 events that make up the 2019 schedule could well be a breakthrough for Penge. But slamming the door is never a simple task. Joining me in commentary today, though, it's very easy to welcome Ash Weller and John Morgan.
Yeah, thank you, Phil. Lovely to be here. And Alfie Plant slotting in a nice little 4-footer.
Can really see that it's a very windy day today, John.
Yeah, it looks to be down off the left-hand side here at the first for Marco Penge. Opening tee shot, down and around the corner. And like you can hear him, that will work. Out with the iron here, Ashley.
Yeah, there's he hits it a long, long way. There is a way, if you take it right over the trees on the left there, you can get it really close down there. So he's gone relatively safe.
The second hole here at 146 yards is the shortest of the par 3s.
Yeah, it's a little beauty, this one, Phil. It really is. Beautiful green. Oh, gets the hard bounce. Oh, if that had the soft bounce, that was pretty much really going. He knows it. He knows it.
A good opening tee shot from Penge here, absolutely right to favour just short of the green. There's no future over the back, especially where that pin is cut. He's just 35 yards away. It's sitting up really nicely in this first cut of rough. Just a little bump and run into the bank and let it release down onto the green, and he should have a really good look at birdie on the opening hole here.
Yeah, Kit's dead right now. It's a very intelligent tee shot from Penge. Leave himself just a little bumper. Ooh, not quite how he would have wanted that one to turn out, but he's still got a look.
Yeah, it just seemed like he just caught it as fraction heavy, just got under the ball, popped up high on him, and, well, pitched way short of his target there, actually. And look at that, just must have turned the club over a bit.
Now from the fringe on the second, Mansell. I think his tee shot deserved more. And now, no guarantees of a par. This, by stroke average, fellows, is the friendliest of the par 4s here. And when you do stuff like that, you're losing tons of ground to the field.
Yeah, it's going to have a tricky one just to save par there. Is Mansell, hopefully, nicely done. That pin's just 4 from the back, so it's a testing one if you're going to attack it today.
The young guys from Liverpool have done well as well. Say it again? Like the lads brought on low.
Here we are at the second. What a hole. Beautiful par 3, 146 yards. Not the deepest green, only 24 yards deep. Quite wide though. You can see the pin on the left-hand side going to be in play on final day. Got all the water wrapping around it, and obviously you don't get your clubbing right, you're going for a swim.
Represents Sundridge Park Golf Club, does Alfie Plant. And they will be delighted with that one, the members down there. When I think of Sundridge Park, I always think of Bob Cameron, who used to play on the Staysure Tour. He got one of the most fluid, lovely swings you're ever likely to see.
Oh, mate, can't beat rhythm. Oh, hands off it here, Ash.
Doesn't like that, going left and long. Oh, he's just okay. Just okay.
To beautiful conditions. I like a bit of wind out on the golf course. Gets you thinking. Now Bower in the back bunker. This is difficult long bunker shot.
into the breeze as well. That's not easy. Got a tricky one there to hold out.
Yeah, this wind's been getting stronger all week, and it is really gusting. It's gusting up to about 30 mile an hour now.
Penge, well, he'd be pretty disgruntled where he hit that tee shot if you don't walk away with birdie. This is an outside chance off the left-hand side, up the hill. Oh, just saved the left edge.
Over 100 birdies on that first hole this week, and Penge doesn't add to the tally.
Yeah, look at that. It's a bit of a missed opportunity, but still 17 holes to go. Can Dick say par on the second? Not bad from there, John.
Yeah, not bad from Jamie Dick. That was all right. 6 foot pass there. A little bit of work to come back out. Now, come on. Birdie effort here on the 4th. Down the hill. Oh, rattles it in. Rattles it in. Great putt. Spring in his step.
Very confidently done that, wasn't it?
There's the boys. Alfie Plant for birdie at a strong second. Oh, that's a golden opportunity gone away there.
Tee shot deserved better, but he pulled that one, didn't he?
He did. And he knows it. He knows it.
Now, frankly, Curtis's chip was a horror show. Can he cover up the cracks with this putt? No, he cannot. I think the bogey's symptomatic of the nerves he must be feeling, playing in the final group.
Yeah, definitely, Phil. I mean, that wasn't easy. Played with this man up at Camberwell Park, and very good player. Can get on a serious charge.
Beautifully done. What a nice stroke that was, John.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Really was. Good up and down that is from Dick. No Penge to save his par. Yeah, gets that one in.
Yeah, I feel like he left one behind there, I think.
Oh, without question.
All true, and yet he's a net gainer from the first hole, because with Thomas Curtis's bogey, Marco Penge, who was 3 clear overnight, is now 4 in front of 3 golfers. Plant, Curtis and Will Whiteoak. 4 under after 11 today.
Teeing it up on the left-hand side here for Penge at the second. It's been no more than a wedge in hand. Muscle it there. Needs the spin. Oh, and he's flown the green, slightly pulled it, went with the wind. That's going to be the same kind of chip as Jamie Dick.
Now, John, tell us about this lovely-looking third hole.
Yeah, it's a tough cookie, this one. A nice par 4, 414 yards, and you've got to hit it just shy of this water. That's about 265, 270 off the tee. Then you've got probably about an 8 iron in for your second shot. And this green, round the back and to the right, all feed into the middle of the green. So opportunities, if you slightly go away in those places, the ball will feed back into the middle of the putting surface. Good hole.
And an accurate tee shot from Platt.
Let's see if he can do what he's told then, John. Nicely done, pin high. Good look at birdie there.
This is Curtis. Like I said, though, I should play with him at Camberwell, and yeah, I was impressed with the man. Quite a methodical player. And he traps it nicely, squeezes it out there. Oh, and he's flown it. Stay, stay. Oh, my goodness.
Disaster.
Heart must have been in his mouth.
And after that chip on the first, that's the last thing he wanted.
Yeah, you're right there. Now, Richard Mansell in the bunker, in a bit of spot bother here. This is his second. Splashes out. Oh, it's a good touch. Still runs by. Couldn't have got that much closer.
Had nothing to work with there, did he?
A little bit of a nervy start for Curtis here, and he's gone over the back of the par 3 second. It is strongly downwind. He's now going to be chipping back into the breeze, but he's going to need that. This little hump in front of us here means he can't really knock one in low. He's got to go flop shot, go aerial, and hold it up back into that breeze.
Flop shot, aerial. Looks a little bit bare to me, this, John.
Yeah, a bit of a Mickelson shot required there. Look at that face right open. This is going sky high, up his left nostril. Flops it, gets the downslope. And that's not bad. That actually done pretty well.
That was a high tower shot there, wasn't it? Slightly more straightforward for Penge here.
Yeah, similar position where we seen Jamie Dick earlier. It releases, got to be careful. And there it is, same thing, but further away than what Jamie Dick was.
He won't be too impressed with himself on that one, I don't think.
And off we plant from downtown. This would be a big boost for birdie. Oh, it hasn't got the legs.
Solid enough start though.
You got to hold these. You got to hold them. Nice confident straight, little bubble at the start, but it goes in. Nicely done.
Considering the position he's in, that must feel like a birdie.
Oh, it would do, Phil, all day long. It would do. But these guys expect to hole.
It's like a misread, but rather than a mishit there.
Yeah, always look left that one, Ashley.
He knows he's let one go there, doesn't he?
Now, Thomas Curtis with this extravagant putter, trying to avoid back-to-back bogeys.
Yeah, it looks like something designed by Elon Musk. Really bizarre. It looks like a spaceship. And he's not going to be happy with that one missing left. I know when I play with him, he hold everything. So it obviously works.
Looks like they put the head on back to front, doesn't it?
I know, it's a cracker.
Penge, 3 in front after 36 holes, now enjoys a 4-shot lead over the charging Will Whiteoak and the potential danger man, Alfie Platt. This is Dudsbury's first appearance on the EuroPro Tour, and down in the heart of deepest Dorset, it's fair to say the event has been an unqualified success.
All of the members who have volunteered have embraced the tournament. It's lovely to see all the juniors come out, follow the players around, the conduct of the players, the photos, a few pointers here and there. It's been great, and Dudsbury's always one of those clubs that has a lot of patrons anyway. Whether it be non-golfing, people come up and use the facilities, whether it be the hotel, the spa, just using the bistro. And they've all come out as well, and everyone has been very impressed with the standard of golf we've had, and it's great to see, it really is.
And no one has been more impressive than that thoroughbred who represents golf at Goodwood, Marco Penge. Welcome back everyone to the GolfCatcher Championship at Dudsbury, where numerous much-loved celebrities were drafted into the pre-tournament Pro-Am.
Dudsbury, I think, is almost like a family golf club, very friendly people, good golf course, and it's always a pleasure to come here. I enjoy coming over it. You always have a good day here.
Matt, how much golf do you get to play nowadays?
Oh, as much as the wife will allow me, really. I try and play at least twice a week. Never got bored of it, it's great.
When I grew up at West Ham, we didn't have any golfers. It was amazing, really, in them days. We all came out the East End of London and we didn't know what a golf course was. But now the footballers now all play, I'm sure, so it's a great game.
I think during the season you don't get to play not as much as you want, of course. I think that always happens. But ultimately it's a nice change into different pace to football, so it's nice to get out when it's a beautiful day, good company. There's not many better ways to spend a day rather than playing golf.
I thought the course was in fantastic condition. The greens were rolling lovely, fairways were really, really good, lots of grass on them, and I just thought the course was stunning today.
How important is it in professional sport for youngsters to have this pathway to break into the top tiers?
Oh yeah, incredibly important. You know, you've got to have those steps towards the top level, because if you try and make a massive jump from down here to right up there, so difficult. If you can do it gradually and get those steps in, it makes it a lot easier.
I think the more of a platform golfers, any athletes get, the better. So I think this tour is fantastic. Having venues like this helps. So the more they can partner up on these things and have these events and produce more golfers, the better it is for everyone.
You know, talent only gets you so far, I think, and it's the attitude and the ambition and, you know, the drive within the person that can get to that next level. And the amount of hours that they have to put in, probably more than professional football, although I think professional football has probably, you know, caught up a little bit in terms of the hours they're putting in now. Back when I started in the late 90s, it was literally an hour and a half a day and you'd be off to the pub or something. You know, personally, I'd love to be a better golfer, but I just, you know, I've not put the hours in, and you know, I enjoy the sport, I enjoy playing with friends and colleagues and golf days and all this kind of thing. It's just nice to get out and spend a few hours on the course and relax a little bit. But these guys, you know, you can see it in their eyes, they're determined to do well this week, so it should be a great competition, I think.
As for the tournament proper, Marco Penge is seemingly in control. A couple of holes played, a couple of pars recorded, and he's 4 clear of White Oak and Plant. Still early days, of course, in this final round.
Well, looks like Alfie's got the ball above his stance here for his second shot at the 4th, at the first cut. Big high divot there, gouging that one out. Trying to get the loft on it, and oh, that wasn't easy.
That pin's tucked away there. That was a decent shot into that hole.
Well, I like this swing. Richard Mansell here at the 6th. Oh, nice clean strike. He likes it. Might have just flirted over on the right. It has. Oh, hold the green. Hold the green. It does.
Just thinking about Alfie Plant, you know, he's no stranger to chasing. When he won the European Amateur Championship in 2017 at Walton Heath, he was behind for pretty much all of the closing round before coming through in a playoff against a couple of Italians, Lorenzo Scalesi and Luca Ciancetti. He will keep battling, and holding putts like that will do him no harm whatsoever. It's important stuff, but so often real life intrudes. Here's Kit with Richard Mansell.
You found some extra motivation with something that's happened with one of your good friends, Charlie, off the course. Can you just tell us a bit about that?
Charlie's just a good friend I've known for about 9-10 years. About 3 weeks ago now, he just suddenly collapsed and found a brain hemorrhage, bleed on his brain, and yeah, now he's kind of fighting for his life in hospital. It was a big kind of wake-up call to me. Obviously, it's been a tough couple of weeks. I chose to do some fundraising and try and help spread the word, but also raise some funds for him kind of going forward with his rehab. And we're lucky now that each day there is a little bit of a positive now. He's finally opened his eyes, took out the induced coma. It's going to be a really long road ahead, but for me and my golf, that has kind of just put a lot into perspective, really. Before, I mean, I'm not someone who moans and stuff, but as a golfer, you sometimes feel like everything's against you and so on, and when things aren't quite going your way, and it's just a case of, no, I'm in quite a good situation, really.
Richard's actually set up a GoFundMe page, and so all donations are gratefully accepted.
He did do a 100 holes in a day challenge with one of the other players, Joe Brooks, which raised a lot of money. It's a fantastic thing he's doing.
Yeah, fair play, Richard. Playing with Paul McKechnie, who back in my day, in 2002, was on tour then. Still got a full head of hair, not like me. Now Plant in the middle of the fairway. Second shot.
Wind strong left to right and slightly against up this hole. Just missing the green to the right there.
Yeah, plenty of green to work with though. Won't be too weird, too bad. Very blustery out here, my goodness.
7th hole, Robert Burleson coming off 6 consecutive pars to start the round.
Tell you what, that wind really affecting the ball, and look at this. Wind was off the left, no doubt, down the right hand side, nearly in the bunker. And that is the place you don't want to be, is left and long, so no surprise bailing out down the right hand side.
Yeah, left is dead on that hole for sure.
And Jamie Dick at the 5th from off the green, long way out, at least 50 foot. That's a great touch, great touch.
He'll snap your hands off for a par there, won't he?
326 yards, and Penge is pin high with a 3-wood, and he's got a great look to chip it down close for an easy birdie here as well. He's above it, loads of green to work with, and the ball is lying a lot better than it did on the first. He'll be able to judge this contact, and I'd expect to see this one go within 4 or 5 feet.
Well, come on, Kit, you said it. Is he going to play one here for us? Hands forward, jab it, get it on the green, and here it goes. Starts to run out, breaking off the right-hand side. Keep going, and that's not a bad chip. You said 4 or 5 feet. He's done that, Kit.
Was that 4 or 5, John, do you reckon?
Well, we'll go with the 4.
Now, we saw Burleson's second shot into this 7th hole, clearly affected by that crosswind, and it's quite a lengthy putt, this.
Bit of work left there, left that shy, I think.
Yeah, not easy there, Ash. Now, Alfie off the green here at the 5th. It's for birdie. Big outside chance, though. Down, swinging off the right-hand side, gathering pace early doors. And that is coming up shy and left. A lot of work to be done to save his par.
Well, Ash, you said he was shy. He was very shy.
He certainly was. There's a good 6-7 feet left now. Oh, well hold. Well done.
Yeah, that was a good stroke there, Ash. Very positive.
The old cliche comes to mind, no pictures on scorecards.
No, exactly right. Exactly right. And Alfie breaking off the right, you feel here. He's gone straight and firm. Oh, what a putt. What a spring in his step there. Little puff of the cheeks. He knows he got away with one.
This 4th hole, there's a very big stand of trees just in front of the tee, and the tees were positioned that if he was going to be aggressive and go for the green, he'd have to move it a long way through the air. So he said he was going to be aggressive, and he's living up to that.
And Penge's trademark aggression has worked out really well. He's 4 to the good again from Plant, with Mansell alone in 3rd. Now there's an extended stroll to the 5th tee, which gives Kit the ideal window to speak to our leader.
Marco, lovely birdie. 1 under par for your first 4 holes. How do you assess the start of the round?
Yeah, pretty solid. I thought the chip at the first was going to run out a little bit more than it did, so it weren't the best of shots, but gave the putt a good try. Hit a pretty good shot into the second, pulled it slightly, but I got the wind slightly wrong. I thought it was more across, but looked at the compass and it's probably more down. Great tee shot off 3. Ripped that 3 on it, probably went about 280.
Yeah.
And a good shot below the hole, and then good birdie there. So I'm pretty happy. Just fairways green, hold a putt, happy days.
Generally speaking, it looks like you're controlling the ball really well in these windy conditions. Is that testament to how good your swing's feeling right now?
Yeah, I feel great. Not really thinking about anything, to be honest. I just feel pretty calm. Feel like I'm playing around the golf with my mates, and that's what I'm trying to look at it like, and that's how I feel. So I'm pretty happy with how I'm reacting to the situation.
You've made hay on the 5th and 6th holes, which we're coming to now as well. More all-out aggression from you?
Yeah, why not, eh? So I'll be hitting 3 iron down the next and 4 up the next, a good score. So fairway green, I'll be happy, and then trying to get that eagle, 3rd eagle on the round, the 6th, but we'll see how it goes.
Lovely start, Marco. Keep it going.
Cheers, Kit. Cheers, mate.
Yes, in that first round 62, he eagled the 4th, birdied the 5th, and eagled the 6th. So 5 under for 3 holes ain't too shabby, is it?
No, it's not. Well, we're seeing Alfie take it high over the trees down the right. We're in front of him here at the par 5 6th. Oh, pitches it pin high, hard bounce to the right.
Falls away steeply to the right there. That could be a tricky little pitch out.
Here we go. A little bit of work of art needed here. Coming in low, scull it up onto that green. Got hogged the left-hand side. Oh, he's got some power.
That tree felt that, didn't it?
Oh, it did. Come on then. Oh, what a shot. Gets it just shy.
What a great shot from there.
The man who tied first in the qualifying school this year at Frilford Heath with a closing 64. He'd love something similar today.
Oh, wouldn't he, Phil? I see Marco just went at that one. See him come out of that one. Shouts the 4, which I like to see. Yeah, go on, love. Of course, you give us a little bit of a rain dance there. In the shadows under the tree, and that's going to be an awkward up and down.
Well, he's lost that one on the short side, hasn't he?
It's a beautiful swing though, actually. Really clears out of it so well. So much power in abundance for Marco Penge. And yeah, that was a 5-iron there, as you can see, and slightly turned it.
When Marco says he's hitting it well, he's hitting it really well, because he has got some power, that boy.
That looked a nice controlled swing. Has it got a controlled finish? Stay there, little ball. Yes.
And his heart was in his mouth for a little while there. That is clinging on the edge, isn't it?
Yeah, anything that veers off to that left-hand side, yes. You're praying to the heavens.
Now, if you don't make a birdie here on 6, you feel aggrieved. Over 120 birdies this week. Plenty of eagles as well. Plant will have to do it from sand. The way he played that, John, suggests it wasn't the best of lies.
Just about to say that, Phil, yeah. I mean, he had to be super aggressive. It might have been a little bit awkward. Now Penge pitching up on top of the bank, just killing it a little bit, let it feed down, getting a bit of pace, and oh, he's going to have a bit of work cut out for him here.
Couldn't have got it a lot closer than that, I don't think, could he? That's a big slope down from that bank.
Well, we'll see it again here, Ash. Look, just tries to pitch it in the bank. I don't know if he just carried it, just that. No, he got it right, I feel. Maybe a bit further to the right-hand side. Just needed to come over that brow of that hill a little bit slower. And yeah, I think the idea was right.
You're a harsh critic, aren't you, John?
After Jamie Dick's escapology from near that tree, it looks like being a birdie.
Yeah, he'll take that after where his tee shot finished behind the tree. And Mansell playing with McKechnie. This for birdie, outside chance from, well, a good 35 feet out.
Nicely judged for length there. Be a fairly unlikely birdie, but let's see if he can do it.
Up and out that pretty soon. He knew he shoved that one out to the right a little bit. Alfie's still going along nicely though.
Yeah, probably feels he's dropped a shot to the field there, wouldn't he?
Oh, he would. Oh, definitely. But still got to hold your head up high. He's playing well.
And if Penge doesn't hole this putt, Plant's only 3 adrift.
Yeah, he's closing in. Penge, so chance. This will be a good up and down. No, it was always right. Oh, and he's bolted it. There's a bit of meat left on that bone, I tell you.
Mansell trying to tidy up for par on the 7th. Oh,
he knew it though, didn't he?
Yeah,
yes,
he did.
He knew it.
As soon as he hit it.
Head up.
Now Ash back on the 5th green. What a crucial putt coming up for Penge.
This is huge. Won't feel too aggrieved at a bogey, but a double will really hurt him. Oh, beautiful. Right in the middle. That'll be a confidence builder. Even though it's a bogey, he will feel a lot better about life for holing that.
Level for the day, damage limitation complete.
Well done, Jamie. Really good work. Second shot there, running it up the hill. Well deserved birdie.
With a superb 66, Farrington Park's Josh Hilliard is joint leader in the clubhouse with 67 shooter Jonathan Caldwell. But out on the course, 3 clear, exactly where he was after 36 holes, Marco Penge remains the man to beat in the GolfCatcher Championship at Dudsbury. Mind you, Alfie Plant's giving chase. The story continues in just a moment. Delightful Dudsbury Golf Club, where Todd Clements, winner of the season's opening event at Brockett Hall, wants to remain fit for purpose.
Todd, so we're in the main bit of the gym now. Why do you think it is so important these days for golfers to be physically fit as well?
You know, the main thing is obviously I think there's a lot of performance gain to be done, and a lot of injury prevention can be done here in the gym.
What do you do in the gym?
Yeah, I'm kind of fundamental, power, stability, flexibility, just those sort of basics. For me, I feel like that's going to give me longevity.
Todd, nice to see you.
Russ, how you doing?
Absolutely, very well, thanks.
So we've got Todd along today. You work with a lot of golfers. What areas do you like to focus on with them?
First off, we want a kind of a fundamental strength base. We find that that's going to improve their capacity, give them the long-term growth that they need to produce the power and keep playing well. Then obviously the kind of more golf-specific stuff, range of motion in the hips, upper thoracic, kind of upper back and shoulders to help them with a full swing, basically.
Great stuff. Well, let's see you put Todd through his paces.
Awesome, yeah, absolutely. This is called the hex bar deadlift. It's a great exercise for the lower body strength. So you step in, just nicely lined in the center of the bar, grab your hands along that center line, bum down, shoulders up, stand up, back down to a soft touch on the floor, and back up again. Good, and really just finish the movement at the top with your hips through. So just to straight, that's it, confident standing, good. So if we wanted to look at a little bit of power work, then we can look at a kind of rotational med ball throw. We've got a nice strong wall over here. Then we're looking for a nice hip drive through. So now we do want to do it both ways. When you play a sort of a one-sided sport like golf, you're never going to get true balance, but if you only ever train one way, you're putting yourself at risk of more injuries. So next thing, we could do the final exercise, like a pal-off press, like a core exercise. Okay, so let me just grab a band for that. What we're looking for with this one is actually to create stability in a standing position. I'll start with it tight into my chest, little squat, push it straight out, hold for 2, and back in. So you want to keep your whole body rock solid and still, except that band. It's trying to make me do this. So my glutes, my trunk, my shoulders have to work hard and learn to be stable to keep it straight. Okay? So let's go for just 5 each side with a 2-second hold out front, because that's where it's hard. That's it. So chest up and looking forwards. Good. That's it.
How important is it to build stability as well, so you can control the strength and power you're creating within the swing?
Absolutely fundamental. That's the problem, is you'd never build a car with a massive engine and no brakes. So you never build someone who's like, super strong and powerful, but with no ability to stabilize it. And ultimately, your body won't let you be that powerful if it doesn't feel stable. Awesome, good work.
Cheers, enjoyed that.
Pleasure,
Great
yeah.
stuff. Russ, Todd, thank you so much. So 3 really good exercises there. Give it a go. You never know, it might help you get some extra yardage on your drives. Now let's head back out to the action with our commentators.
Well, Marco Penge has muscled his way into a 3-shot lead here, level for the day after 5 holes from Alfie Plant, with Jamie Dick now alone in 3rd, 1 under after birdieing the 6th hole. Then there's a logjam in tied 4th. You know, it's a beautiful summer's day here in Dorset, and yet quite difficult conditions because of that breeze. Now Kit has made his way down to the 6th hole.
Penge has eagled this par 5-6 the first 2 rounds, and he's got a good opportunity here. His tee shot's come a long way left, but that has actually worked to his advantage now. He's out of the rough, but he's got a great view at that flag. The wind is just going to help him feed into it. Really nice angle here for another go at eagle.
520 yards this par 5. You can see Penge's ball would be way up on the left there. He's got a good angle in round the other side of those trees. It's a very gettable birdie, but you do want to be careful. You've got bunkers around the green, left and right, and it does fall away. It's quite a slopey green in places as well. Pin today is 12 yards on, 7 paces from the right.
Here we go, Ash. Down the left-hand side. Got to come in high. Got to be down the left as well. Anything to the right, that big bunker is lurking, like you said. Oh, look at that right-hand turn, Clyde. Big kick off the bank.
Just hold on there. That's good. Another good look for eagle.
And after the unaccustomed disappointment of his bogey on 5, that's just what he needed.
Yeah, ball just coming to rest there, Phil. Took a while, but he's all right.
Unlike at 6, no issue off the tee. on 7 for Dick.
Nice and shy of the water, drawing this one in from right to left. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Brave shot at that as well. Getting himself a nice 20-footer up the hill.
Can Plant follow him in there? He'll be looking to. Good angle of attack as well by the look of this.
Holding this one up in the wind, trying to get it landing softly on the green, and that's what happens when you hold it up. Comes up a bit shy, less yardage.
Left himself a lengthy one for birdie there.
Look at this. Now the big flopper. Oh, sky high. Oh, just not high enough, and landing it too far up there.
It really is quintessential summer golf, this. Even though it's a parkland course, it's really fiery.
It is indeed. I mean, you know, when we get the sun pop, it's crazy head out. It does bake it out very quickly. And Penge here for eagle down the slope. Oh, I tell you what, an ounce more power. That was, might have disappeared on. I was always favouring that left-hand side, though, and that's going to be a nice little tap-in birdie. They're the ones I like.
He's a really interesting character, Marco Penge, with a tremendous pedigree, former Scottish amateur champion who captained the GB and Ireland boys team in the Jack Leglise Trophy. Actually comes here confident because he shot 66 to win a regional qualifying event for the Open at West Lancs.
That 9 under par 62 opening round was absolutely sublime. It's going to sound a bit weird, but just how good was your golf out there?
Yeah, obviously to shoot 9 under par 62, you kind of have to play pretty well. All parts of my game was really strong. Putted great, hold a lot of putts, drove it well. So yeah, I was really happy with that.
You got yourself into contention a couple of times last year. What have you learnt from those experiences that you can apply today?
Well, you know, I had a great junior career and amateur career, so I do know how to win, and I know it hasn't been for a long time, but I haven't forgotten that. And when I was out there yesterday and the day before, I felt like it was kind of the old me again, and I'm really happy to be in that position. And obviously I've learnt a lot from last year playing on this tour and being in contention. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to play my own game and focus on myself, and if other guys shoot good scores, I shoot good scores, so I can only control what I do.
You're a couple of years into the pro career now. How far do you feel you can go in this game?
I've always believed in myself, and I had a tough year 2 years ago. I lost all my confidence, I lost my swing, everything was gone, and I was talking about it this morning with my caddy, just kind of because he was caddying that year, and some of the things that I was doing, and compared to where I am now, I've improved massively. Yeah, I'd love to, you know, be in top 50 in the world and push for top 10 and top #1 in the world, but that's kind of in the future. But I believe in myself, and kind of I'll take care of everything I can do.
Marco Penge, Ash, thinking big.
Yeah, some rightly so. He's got the game for it. He's got the mentality for it. He's just getting used to the pro side of things as opposed to his amateur career. But I think there's good things around the corner for him for sure.
So Plant burns the hole on 7. He's giving himself plenty of opportunities, John, but as yet only a couple of birdies to show for it on 1 and 4.
Yeah, still a long way to go though, Phil. I mean, with these conditions the way they are at the moment, anything can happen, and that is for sure. You could be slightly off key and, well, get seriously punished for it. We see Richard Mansell swinging one off the left-hand side. We've seen this chip back in it. Wow. We're listening in, and yeah, he ain't happy, and rightly so. That's a long way short with a lot of work to do.
A little bit of work left there as well. Should be okay.
This 7th hole, one of many at Dudsbury that's aesthetically very pleasing.
Yeah, it is. It's a very pretty golf course. Lots of water in play.
Got to give a big shout out to Warren Moss, the head greenkeeper here. It's his first big event, and he has produced a really stunning track.
Yeah, here.
The boss of the Moss.
Oh, look at you, Phil. Legend, isn't you? Lovely putt there by Richard. He'll be a little bit disgruntled.
Mansell just about holding on to a place in the top 10. It's Penge by 4, but after a bogey on the 8th, Dick is now tied 3rd, and
Dick is in serious trouble over here on the left of the 9th fairway. He's found the deep fairway bunker. It's bounded right into it, so that steep front lip is an issue. The ball's going to be below his feet as well, and he's still got 170 yards uphill into wind to a back left pin position to go.
That's a really tough tee shot up the 9th. It's narrow. That's 285 yards to get past that bunker, and the wind is howling right to left.
Yeah, do well to get this one 100 yards further up the fairway. Still looking at it. That's still a long way from home. Little tear in this green as well at 9. Pin at the back, not easy.
Back to slightly calmer conditions down at the bottom of the hill on the 7th. Is Marco still attacking?
popular spot that we've seen quite a few players having that putt and coming up short.
Yeah, they are. You can't blame them. I mean, where that pin is today, back left. You don't go for it.
It's a long shot into the 9th for Alfie. What can he make of this one?
Cool. Right over the stick there, Ashley, and that's not a bad play.
It's a pretty straightforward chip from the back there, isn't it?
Go look at this one. Here at 10, Mansell from out of the trees. Looks like he's set up for a big low fade, holding it up into the wind. Seems like he's caught hold of it. He's going to feed off the bank, squeeze out of the rough. Oh, nearly.
Now, Dick, his best result of the season so far, 7th at Camberwell Park with a closing 65. On course to better that result.
And the backspin, the tear coming into play there, and that's coming up at least 25 feet short.
He was just 4 or 5 yards short on the carry there, wasn't he? Penge, long range effort for birdie. Settle for par, I'm sure.
Oh, get in there. What a Barry bonus that is. You won't see many birdies on that hole.
Not from that position. That was a heck of an effort.
Well, the spring is definitely back in his step. Cool, calm and collected. There you are.
And suddenly, because of that, Penge leads by 5. And bear in mind, his closest pursuer, Alfie Plant, could be struggling for par here on 9.
I reckon he's going to fancy this one though, Phil. What do you reckon, Ash?
It's pretty straightforward by these guys' standards. A little bit bold by the look of it, 4 or 5 feet past.
Yeah, he would have seen it break though past, so he knows it's coming off the left for his return for par. And Mansell downslope, ball below his feet, not much green to work with. Pitching it short of the green, hopping it on. Oh, just needed a firmer bounce.
Pretty well judged shot that, wasn't it? Pretty well judged.
Will Jamie Dick on the 9th green be saved by his putter after that errant drive into fairway sand?
Let's have 5 written all over it all the time, but can he rescue one? He looks quite interested. Just short right. I think he'll accept a bogey from that tee shot. He was always going to struggle for par, but a good effort.
And Mansell for an outside birdie effort. You can see where he's aiming this. A good couple of inches outside the left. Just sharp swinging now. It doesn't. Stays there. Misread.
Looks a little confused by that. Tidy's up for par. This hole is playing right into the teeth of the wind, so it's 2 huge shots to get up here.
Now back on 9, he double bogeyed here on day 1, did Plant. But the card's clean today.
Nicely done, good par.
5 clear, 11 holes to play. a very healthy situation for Penge. And you know, he found the 8th green as well. Chief Challenger Plant requires a low back 9, but for White Oak, time and holes look to have run out. Penge has already made a birdie on this 173-yard par 3 this week, and guess what? Refusing to take his foot off the pedal, the former Sussex County and England international before turning pro rolls in the putt for another 2, thereby tightening his grip on this, the GolfCatcher Championship. More in a moment. For some, the GolfCatcher Championship at Dudsbury is very much a home fixture. We're not too far from the beaches of Bournemouth, where the little team that came up big plays in the Premier League. This is also the hometown of Lee Thompson, a proud Bournemouth resident and supporter.
We're here at the Vitality Stadium in Bournemouth. I'm with local pro Lee Thompson, and we're going to find out a little bit more about the area and Dudsbury Golf Club. Lee, what does the town of Bournemouth mean to you?
Well, first and foremost, obviously the football club. What they've done over the last 10 years has been incredible. I mean, I was here with the relegation game, and from then it's just been a meteoric rise. Everyone's so excited, it brings a lot of people into the town. The whole place is really on the up and up.
I understand your son was actually in the academy here and got coached by Eddie Howe at the very beginning.
Yeah, he was. I think he was 7 or 8 at the time, my son Ben, and Eddie finished playing and he started doing some coaching, and you could see straight away that he was just born to do that. And from where he started there to where he is now is just incredible, really.
You get that personal sense that there's a real community here.
It's a family club, you can feel that. You can see that with the team. You know, everyone's in it together, the fighting spirit. You can see they really want to play for him, which I think is a massive. It's brought a lot to the community. It's really brought everyone together, I think.
We've spoken a bit about the football. Now let's focus on the golf, Lee. You've been a member down at Dudsbury for 24 years. How has the place changed in that time?
It's been incredible. You know, when you look at the golf course now, the trees are just so big now. All the holes have changed. The condition of the course is improved dramatically. It's like chalk and cheese, to be honest, from 24 years ago.
And what's it like to be back in action at a EuroPro Tour level on your home track?
It's fantastic. I mean, the last one I played actually was at Dudsbury in 2001, and the transformation of the tour is it's just amazed me. The standard, the professionalism of the players, how it's all run. You know, it really is like a tour event.
And leading the tournament, it's Marco Penge, not just leading, but in command. 6 clear with 1 hole to play of the front 9 in this final round. But as John Morgan explains, the 9th is a beast.
Well, we come to the 9th hole and we're at the halfway house here. You pretty much can say it. You take on a bunker here, it's about 270 yards to carry. So some of the boys might fancy getting driver out, but it's a tight target, as you can see. I mean, you go in those trees on the right there, you can see it's all bushy as well. You're not really going to find your ball. Got trees on the left-hand side. It's a bit of a blind shot as well because it is that little soft dog leg from left to right and up the hill. But it's a long hole, 435 yards, par 4. Can't see the bottom of the flag. A very similar green to 18 as well, that little soft tier in the middle of it. And it's going to cause havoc. It's downwind. Let's see if the boys take it on.
Well, I've got to say, the wind has flipped and it's back into off the right, so it's playing an absolute beast. And the wind at its strongest right up by the green, Ash.
Yeah, top of the hill there, so 9 and 10, 18, all really getting the wind. Where is Marco? I can't see him.
It looks like he's down the left. I mean, caddy's out. And there's the bounce, and what a shot from there. Hoiked it round from right to left. Oh, he'll have a lovely smile on his face when he sees that ball at the back left-hand side of the green.
Planter's got 297 yards to the pin here on 10, and it's straight into the teeth of the breeze. He might just about be able to force one up around there. But I think because he's just in this first cut of rough, he'll take an iron, lay up, and then it's all about leaving himself the perfect yardage so he can hit a shot into the breeze that isn't going to stall too much and spin back off the front of the green with that pin just 11 paces on.
You have to think, John, with Penge showing no sign of weakness, this man needs birdies aplenty.
Well, he does. He needs his last 9 holes to be, well, absolutely flawless, and hope Penge buckles a little bit, but opting for the 3-wood out of the rough and getting as far up there as he can. He's just squeezed into that right-hand side. That'd be an awkward up and down from there, like Kit said, with that pin. Just 11 on.
Bauer for birdie on 11. Oh, straight in.
Cool. Gobbled that one up. Beautiful putt.
And for him, the minor places are very much up for grabs.
Yeah, they are, indeed. I mean, there's a lot of space between these two and the rest of the field.
It certainly is looking like a 2-horse race now, isn't it, John?
It is. Oh, and there we go. Maybe the tide is turning. Hits the flag. That is the luck you need. That was going 20 foot past. And now he's got about a 2.5 footer. And Mansell here on 11, par 3. Look down onto this very tight green. From distance, swinging it off the right-hand side.
This old running right angles to the 10th, so this wind is strong left to right. And he's just missed it away to the right there, gone on the breeze.
Yeah, you can see that ball just starting right, and well, with that breeze, like you say, he's not coming back, Ash.
Flag out, being aggressive. Just going to come up short, I think.
There we see it. Mansell in the trap down the right here. Might get a face full of sand. Plays out nice. Is it releasing as much as he wanted? It isn't.
I think that ball was sitting down a little bit there, John.
Maybe it was, yeah. Now Pens to save his par.
He's dominating, but no lead is big enough. Someone said grade 4, and today a par on 9 is great.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. You won't see many of them all day long, especially with this strength of this breeze. Now off to the back 9 we go.
Oh, shaved the edge again. He's had a few of them today.
That's his 3rd bogey in the last 5 holes. His challenge fizzling out.
Alfie taking full chances here after hitting the flag disc for birdie. Grabbing one back, he does.
Great birdie. How many more does he need, John?
I mean a boatload, Ash. I mean a boatload.
A lovely birdie, Alfie. How good is bogey-free 3 under par through 10 holes in these conditions?
Really good, you know, it's exactly what I needed really, so hopefully it's putting a bit of pressure on Marco out there, but yeah, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and make as many birdies as I can.
Are you keeping an eye on the leaderboards to see what's happening?
Yeah, of course, yeah, I need to, yeah, so yeah, Marco seems to be in control at the minute, so yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing and, you know, maybe just play for second at the minute.
Yeah, as we're coming into the back 9, how much do you start looking at what's behind you and not just Marco ahead of you?
Yeah, of course, you know, it's very top heavy this tour, so, you know, top 3 spots are really important. So, yeah, if I can't get the win today, then I'll definitely take second.
Well, you're playing really well, keep it going, Alfie.
Cheers, thanks, Kit.
And remember, Plant has already been a runner-up this year at Donington Grove in the World Snooker Jessie May Championship.
It's the leader, isn't it, Mr. Pence?
It's not easy chasing down a man in such form like Penge here. Down the right-hand side, ripping one at the green.
His ball strike is something else, isn't it, John?
It is. You know, when you go down the Down the driving range, they're all practicing. You get to hear a certain strike. They said it about Tiger Woods. They said it about Rory. Every time you walk past him, this man is different when you see him on the range. He flushes it.
And Plant needs to flush this because the 11th at 220 yards is a toughie.
Flag 11 on, 4 from the left today, so not much to work with. Oh, quality shot.
Go on it! Oh my goodness, I thought that was in. Whew. I tell you what, he was actually unlucky there. I tell you, 1 inch further left, that would have hit the pin flush.
We got more excited than him there.
Oh, I thought we were getting a free drink.
I don't think he appreciated just how close he came. That was a lip out.
Mate, on a really tough hole, massive breeze off the left, not easy. They're not feeling it where they are because those trees on the left really blocking out that wind, but once it's above them, my goodness. And Jamie Dick, great shot as well. That's 2 purling shots to this 11th hole.
So you play Newcastle next week?
Yeah, mate. I'm playing Newcastle.
Talking about football, Alfie Plant is a big Millwall fan.
Is he? Ooh.
Oh, a huge Millwall fan. You always hear him talking about them.
Oh, my goodness, this is error. This is a big error. My goodness, he was probably thinking to himself, this is a good chance to hold this, maybe easily up and down. I don't know what the lie was like, but it's come out hot as you like, and well, he's got at least 50 feet coming back. Ashley?
He's going to have to be careful just to walk away with the par there, isn't he?
Yeah,
oh, easy game.
Cool. That's a cracking 2 on a very tough hole today with that cross breeze. And the smile's back. Well done, Jamie. And after that wonderful tee shot. Come on, Alfie. Seal the deal. 2 2s.
Very, very well done.
He's launched the back 9 in spectacular fashion, and although it might be a little dramatic to start talking about turning points, with Penge struggling on 10, who knows?
Well, this is it. You know, all of a sudden, if he has a memory lapse here over this 50-footer, it's a good putt, though. It's a good putt. Oh, and that's going to be a solid par. He needed that, Ash.
He certainly did. Yeah, it would have been very damaging if he'd walked off here with a bogey, but really good 2-putt, solid.
Even so, the Penge lead trimmed to 4 in what's now very much a 2-player sprint to the title, given that the 5 players tied 3rd find themselves 8 shots off the pace. The big question at Dudsbury, can anyone catch Marco Penge at the GolfCatcher Championship? The story here continues after the break. Triumphing in golf tournaments is always pressurised, and the GolfCatcher Championship at Dudsbury is no exception. Marco Penge led by 6 at one stage, but after falling victim to his 2nd bogey of the final round over at the lengthy par 3 11th, that cushion has been cut in half, with Alfie Plant 1 hole in front, a man with momentum. Can Penge hold on? His next test is the 421-yard 12th hole. As for the minor places, well, Hilliard, Caldwell, White Oak, Daniel Brennan and Jamie Dick are all tied in 3rd.
Now, if he's out with driver, that means he's going to try and carry the ditch. The wind is off the left-hand side, I should say. Oh, he's launched it. He has launched it. Now, this brings the water into play. He's got to carry it. Massive. Oh, my goodness. Talk about take it out of play.
That is a massive tee shot.
Mate, I don't go that far on my holidays. Look how high he's teeing that up. My goodness. Now, boys and girls, for you at home, I've tried this hole and I've hit full throttle driver and I've pitched it straight in that ditch, and he's flown it, well, by 50, 60, easy. Relentless power.
Well, he said he was going to be aggressive all week, and he is not letting us down.
Occasionally during the course of the year, as we see Jamie Dick play a lovely shot into the 13th hole, you hear commentators say, oh, well, on this course, length is no advantage. Length's an advantage on every course.
Oh, it is. There's no question about it now. You know, you look at the top 10 in the world, there isn't many short hitters in that top 10. And that's two lovely shots in there.
An absolute beast of a tee shot from Penge down the 12th here. Just a 51-yard flick into the pin, which right at the back of the green. He can't see the base of it though because of this massive bunker. A little bit of wind off the left. He'll probably favour a touch short, but expect this one to go close for another good look at birdie.
Well, he got 422 yards this 12th hole. That means he's hit it a whopping 370 yards off the tee. My goodness.
Well, slightly downhill though, John.
Come on, Ash. How unbelievable's that? Oh, nearly sealed the deal with an outrageous eagle.
He's looking very calm and collected still.
Now up on the 18th green, Daniel Young. Little left to right. Oh, what a nice finish that is. 3 birdies in his closing 6 holes. Should be enough for a top 10 finish.
I should say so. Now Plant at 13 for birdie. Can he pile on the pressure? It's a good stroke. Oh, and he's walked it in. Man on a mission.
Will Marco start looking over his shoulder now?
Oh, definitely, Ash.
Alfie Plant, a proven winner. Walker Cup team member in 2017. He won the Lytham Trophy by 7 shots. And out on the golf course, he is no dummy.
Obviously, you'll be a name that's familiar to a lot of our viewers from your amateur exploits. What were the highlights of those days for you?
Probably silver medal was probably right at the top of the tree there, you know. Playing in a major, that's what kind of kids dream of kind of growing up. So, yeah, that was a very special moment for me there.
Who did you get the opportunity to play with that week?
I had a good practice round with Matsuyama. We also have Thomas Peters, Wesley Bryan, Brendan Stone. So, yeah, some you know, really top quality guys.
What kind of lessons did you learn from those pressure experiences that you can apply to a final round today?
You've just got to hit the shot that you think's right and then deal with the outcome, really. You know, you can't really think too far ahead. You know, we're all trying our hardest out here, so whatever happens, happens, and it's either going to be good or bad or average, and you know, you just got to learn from that and go on to the next one.
When you turned pro after playing in the Open and the Walker Cup, you got a good number of stars on the European Tour.
Yep.
How did you find the standard there?
The standard's good, really good actually. You know, in depth is quite surprising, really. You know, 130, 140 guys can win each week. You know, you shoot 4 under the first round, you wake up on the Friday, you've got to go and shoot another 4 under and another 4 under. Another, you know, they don't slow down, them guys. So, yeah, it's a bit different golf, but something I'm slowly getting used to.
You're playing some lovely stuff already this season. You've seen what it takes to succeed at the European Tour level firsthand. How close do you feel to that?
I don't know. I want to say I'm pretty close, but look, I've got a long way to go, and you know, there's the Challenge Tour in between this and the main tour. So you know, just got to keep playing good golf and hopefully, you know, finally get to the top.
Now we've seen Plant birdie 13. Can his playing partner follow suit?
He certainly can.
Yeah, I like the way Plant came across there. All baby steps. We've seen Justin Rose come onto the scene as an amateur, and took him a long time to find his feet as a pro. If you're committed, you will get there, as we see. Oh, Marco Penge with a big block putt there, and that's going to be a little foot coming back to save his par after that amazing drive.
He'll be really disappointed with that. Huge drive. Lovely chip up.
Yeah, he made mincemeat of it, Ash, didn't he?
And I think he's got genuine concerns now, because it was only a few holes ago he led by 6. Now that advantage is down to 2 from Alfie Plant, with Jamie Dick alone in 3rd.
Tee shot on 13 for Penge. Little slidey right to left will do down here, won't it, John?
Yeah, well, he's gone for a nice low drilled iron shot. And look at that one run, scuttle on down there. Beautiful tee shot.
Very controlled ball flight there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's 2 balls on the fairway, sitting pretty. Now we see Plant Man on the crest of a wave here. Trails by 2, second shot to 14. You can see where he's aiming here. Alfie up the line of the cut grass. That's the right edge of the green, and this is into off the right. Coming up shy. That was nicely played. Man's on a march. Where's our kit?
Dick is still very much in the hunt for a good check today, and he's reduced this really long 14th hole to just 146 yards left to the pin now. It's tucked over there on the left. You can't see the bottom of it because it's uphill and there's that bunker, but he will know there is green to work with. A good chance to be aggressive on a really difficult par 4 now.
This 14th can measure 490 yards today, 460, but still not to be trifled with.
This is one of the holes we've moved the tee forward because the wind is so strong and against, just to give the guys a sensible second shot in. It would just play way too long.
And you got the pin on 16, 5 from the left there, Ash, and slightly overcooked it. Yeah. Now short-sided. Now Marco Penge, the 13th second shot.
Still looks very in control with his swing. Doing his own thing.
Oh, just got over the water by the skin of its teeth there, actually.
That was close.
Now, Burleson started his day with 10 straight pars, then bogeyed 11 and 12. But he birdied 13 and looking for a birdie here on 16 as well. And after that, I think we might say he will get it.
You would think so. Might be a little downhill right to left, but you fancy his chances. Now short-sided, Jamie.
Needs good touch here. Not bad.
Yeah, just slightly overcooked it there. A little bit too aggressive. Now this is that downhill, right to left. Now you would fancy him holding it. It's a little knee knocker.
Check those shoes out, John.
Yeah, Bobby Dazzlers, aren't they?
Now remember, since the turn, Plant, birdies on 10, 11, 12, 13. One here at 14 would feel like a birdie and a half.
Oh, done it again.
Mate, I think we should get a Hoover company named after him. He is just gobbling them all up.
And the whole landscape of this tournament is rapidly changing.
Good up and down. Good up and down there from Jamie.
Yeah, they seem to be pushing one another along nicely, this 2-ball.
He only just crawled over that hazard, but this is actually a decent look for birdie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. That wind though, look at it. Come on. Oh, off the right. He thought it was going to break. Just stayed out there.
What a transformation to this leaderboard. 6 clear not so long ago. Marco Penge is now just a single shot in front. Alfie Plant second, Jamie Dick in third, and he's now chatting with Kit.
Jamie, just how tough are conditions out here today?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's a different wind to the last few days. Just making a few holes, just crosswind instead of into or down. It's difficult. Yeah, it's pretty tricky.
How important has patience been for you today?
Yeah, I haven't played my best today. Sort of tried to grind it out, stick around a little bit. I think Marco and Alfie are running away with it a little bit now, but just keep plodding along and see if I can make a few birdies on the way in.
Good stuff. Keep it going, Jamie.
Cheers, mate.
Dick doing well, but at Dudsbury, Penge is now asking, what's it all about, Alfie? Dudsbury Golf Club hosting the EuroPro Tour for the very first time, and this GolfCatcher Championship has gone from procession to real tournament. Marco Penge had a 6-shot lead, remember. Now, though, that's been reduced to just 1. He has parred the tough 14th, though. As for Alfie Plant, he's made a par on 15. 6 under for the day thus far. And talking about that 15th hole, John Morgan is down there to tell us about it.
Well, there's 4 holes left to play on the PGA EuroPro Tour here at Dudsbury, and this little beauty, 15, is 166 yards. Beautiful par 3, down the hill a little bit. You've got the 2 bunkers guarding the front portion of this green and 1 on the left-hand side. This green slopes to you as well from back to front. So the boys here, it doesn't look like it's going to play its full yardage, so I think they'll probably be hitting 9 irons or something like that. But the wind howling off the right-hand side today, really going to affect the ball. If that's into you as well, the ball will be pitching near the back of the green and zipping off the front of the green, I feel, and those bunkers will definitely come into play. Now, I just think it's a nice, easy shot. I got an 8 iron or 9 iron in my hand. I don't hit it as long as these boys anymore, so I'm going for the old little soft 8 iron, keep it out of the wind. I'm just looking at Matt, the cameraman behind the green. I want to aim just right of him. I think the wind's just going to gather it to the left-hand side. So when it's breezy, swing it easy. Here we go. Come on, wind, keep coming. Got to go a bit. And there it is, at the front of the green. Just a little bit misjudgment, but I think that's what's going to happen on this 15th. It's a good one.
Now, to make you feel better, John, we're hearing Penge is hitting 7 iron.
Yeah, that breeze is up stronger than when I played it. Into the teeth, off the right-hand side. 158 yards, hitting 7 iron, and we know he bombs it. Oh, this is left, big kick. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That is doom in there.
What? Is he hitting them provisional? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, on the signature hole 16th, here's a man who now could have his name engraved on the trophy.
Well, I tell you what, if you'd have said going into the back 9, would we see this? I'd have said, not on your Nelly, but... Oh.
Good safe tee shot up 16 there as well.
Yeah, beautiful 3. We get to see Alfie swing here, just shy of parallel at the top. Clears out the way, lovely, keeps it nice and simple. Doesn't look like a lot's ever going to go wrong with that swing.
Absolutely not. Here's Jamie, looking like he's going on a similar line. Long iron by the look of it. Yeah, safe and sound.
But what's happening back on 15? Here's Kit.
Penge's tee shot took a really nasty kick off the downslope just long and left of the green, and it's gone into the really thick, nasty stuff you can see behind us. Not only long grass, but ferns and nettles in there as well. The marshals and the helpers, the volunteers, they saw pretty much exactly where it went in, and they're still struggling to find it. It's still not been found just yet. Marco Penge's tournament really hangs in the balance right now.
Well, it looks like they've found his ball. He had played a provisional onto the green. That now will be picked up. He's been given his options by Martin Morby from the PGA, the rules official. One of those options is to go back on a line, but that doesn't look very attractive. He'll be down on 17 somewhere. 2 club lengths not near the hole doesn't help, so I think he's on his way back to the tee.
Yeah, that's a body blow, Ashley. That is a big body blow, as we see Boa here finishing off. And that's around 71 level par. 4 under par for the tournament. Nice tournament played there for the man. And Jamie Dick here, probably all in all about 120 yards. Strong breeze, aiming down the left, cutting it in. Oh, look at that. Singing and dancing around the hole, and that flag just bending over. Looks like it's about to snap.
Well, does Alfie know what's going on behind him? I don't think so, but this is getting very, very interesting now. Oh dear, what a shot.
Cool.
This tournament is blown wide open.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And here's the replay, Phil.
Well, effectively now, because of Penge's problems on the 15th, he's the outright leader, Mr. Plant.
Without question, Phil. I mean, what a swing that is as well. So well controlled. We'll see it from another angle here. Just how he controls the spin. It's not dancing back off towards the green. Really getting that lovely crisp ball flight. Picking it off beautifully. I mean, that's 2 cracking shots in there. And Alfie Plant with a man with a big stride.
Here's Marco. So it's his third go here. Provision had to be picked up. That was in decent shape. Can he get one on the green? Another easy swing. Oh, he's found the dance floor. That's not too bad. Lengthy putt, but that would be for a 4.
Penge not aware of how close Plant is on 16, but even so, he must be feeling pretty awful right now.
Yeah, pretty deflated. I mean, but he's striding forward there. You can see him. It's not over until it's over. We've got a par 5 17th, which he can easily reach into. He's got the power to do that.
As for Jamie Dick, the pride of Forest Hills Golf Club, he's cementing 3rd spot.
He is indeed, and he's played well in these tough conditions. I'm very impressed with the scoring. The scores that are in there already and the scores that are pending as well coming in.
What a back 9 from Alfie Plant, your new leader.
There's a big scoreboard over the back of the 15th green, as you can see here. Plant, he's got to 12. Penge at 12 under, but he's just had to take an unplayable. His tee shot went into the thick ferns. He found it, couldn't play it. Back to the tee for 3 off the tee. Best case scenario, if he birdies the second ball, he goes to the 16th tee with a 1-shot deficit.
My first port of call is to hold this monster across the green, breaking off the right for Marco Penge to limit the damage, as Kit said. Oh, and he's raced it miles past.
Oh, this is spelling disaster here.
Oh, it is. It is, Ash.
Head scrambled.
Yeah, I mean, it is scrambled. Burleson here to finish off at 18, par putt, 4 under par. Yeah, and that's a lovely one, inside right, and that's a round of level par 71, 4 under. Solid front 9, not a blemish on the card.
Now this is huge. Oh no, that is going to be a triple bogey.
It's actually hard to watch. The definition of an implosion. And also the definition of an extraordinary turnaround. Hard to comprehend. He was 6 clear not so long ago. Now he's 3 behind. But the 17th could change everything again.
Well, here we are at 17. Now you've got 2 tee boxes, one at 550 back there, and this one is the 483, but it's a cracker. It plays uphill and it's really like a snake. You can see the fairway kind of swooping and diving left to right all the way up the hill. You can't see the green from here. It's hidden behind the trees on the left-hand side, but you've got water left, water right. You've got slopey fairways as well from left to right and then right to left up by the green, plus bunkers as well to boot. What a par 5, could cause you lots of mischief.
Well, we've used the back tee this week and the fairway really narrows in at about 300 yards. It turns it into a real beast, a real 3-shotter. And in fact, it played the hardest hole on the course in round 1.
Good shot from Dick there for his 3rd. Overall, it's been the toughest on the course during the tournament. We've had 26 7s and 10 8s or worse.
Oh, yeah, and that's, I can guarantee you that's come from the tee shot, no question. Plant here leads by 3, 3rd shot. As you said, actually 3-shotter all day long, playing into the teeth of the wind off the right hand side as well. And yeah, another green found.
Mansell tried to finish with a flourish. We saw his troubles around the turn. Since the 11th, 6 straight pars, and maybe something better to conclude with.
Now we come to 16, round the water we go from right to left, and well, what do you fancy, Marco Penge? Are you going to have a go at this one? I think you got the minerals, you definitely got the power. If you take it over the water on the left, it's 268 to carry us down off the left-hand side as well to boot. You can run out right, you know, that's about 321 to get to, but you get in this area on the right-hand side, as you see, and that's about a long iron 3-wood to get to there, just shy of that water, and just no more than a sand iron arm from about 110 yards. But if he's going to go for it, my goodness, hold on to your hats.
That's the stance of a man that's going for it. Aiming down the left. I think he's got the big dog out.
Wow, here we go. Launch sky high. Oh, and he's flown it. I mean, what a tee shot. Right on the edge of the green. He chips that in. He's back in the game.
How much intestinal fortitude to hit a shot like that after a triple. My goodness.
Unbelievable.
And a very agreeable finish for Richard Mansell. The round might have got away from him there, but he kept his calm.
He did indeed. And it's been a day for Curtis really to forget. I mean, he was chasing down Marco Penn's tall order of that great play early doors. Over on the right hand side, chips back. Nicely played.
Now this to maybe slam the door.
That was not far off. He liked it. Not to be.
Hasn't this been intriguing?
Unbelievable. On the edge of your seat stuff this is, and now this is a massive moment. What a bounce back this would be. Definitely needs the birdie, needs it to go in to give himself a chance. Oh, races by. Good 8 feet coming back now for his birdie.
As for Dick on 17, looking for his 4th back 9 gain. Just to put into perspective how difficult this 17th hole has been, just 26 birdies here all week. It's playing 5.4 average score, unusual for a par 5.
Yeah, massive. A Penge must. Now after a wonder tee shot like that, to walk away with a par really does put the nail in the coffin, Ash.
He must be wondering what's hit him right now. He's just got to regroup, keep going. You never know what's going to happen up front, so just keep going.
Well, that was Curtis's drive. That was just near the water on the right. It's chipped to here, and that's his birdie. So 2 guys going for it.
That's his first birdie of a day that began with 5 drop shots in the first 5 holes. He's a bit part player. The leading protagonists, not these 2, but Penge and Plant, who's 3 in front.
Looks a little concerned. Yep, that's down in the trees on the right-hand side. That could well be blocked out from the green there.
Yeah, nice little replay. Look at that. Nice slow-mo there of Alfie. Just leaning a little bit to his left-hand side, trying to feed that ball back into the fairway. But like you said, Ash, in the trees on the right. Now, Jamie Dick, out with driver. Now this boy gives it a rip. Look at that. Some speed, but it's way out to the right, following his playing partner, Alfie Plant.
If he gets far enough out right, he could be okay.
Yeah, the 10th hole's over there, isn't it, Ashley?
Yep. Looks... No.
Oh,
he
there
might have
it
got
is.
far enough.
Now with Plant, maybe in a spot of bother, a birdie here on 17 for Penge could be really useful.
Well, it's 2 great shots to here. Chipping back down. If he holds that for birdie, he's only 2 behind.
Plant asked his walking scorer what the scores were as he got to the 18th tee, so he knows exactly where he stands. His tee shot has found the right-hand trees. He's got a real decision to make now. 160 yards out. That line of trees behind me is pretty much straight at the pin, but he's got a couple of avenues. One to the right for the draw, one to the left for the fade. The pin is front right, but the wind is a little bit off the right. I think he'll go for the draw here, but either way, he can chase one up on.
It's going to be a low scuttler, this one. And he's made the gap. That's the first job done. Oh, that is motoring. Oh. Oh, just, I'll tell you what, he's a little bit lucky there. There's out of bounds lurking at the back. Just caught that spectator. Lucky boy.
It really did get a big first bounce, and as you say, the spectator being there might have saved his bacon.
I think it has, Phil, massively. That's a top break for Alfie. You got Penge obviously there with a 3-footer on 17 for birdie to go 2 behind. And Jamie Dick down the right. More than 90, 100 yards in. Look at that wind. Just take that ball along just on the bottom tier. Little tier here, and it's just over that. 25 on today, 4 from the right.
Now back on the penultimate green, Penge has a must-make putt, and after the 2 shots he hit over the green, he deserves it.
Well, I tell you what, it's not over. It's far from over. And here's that shot, Ashley, at the back of the green. Fortunate to be in this position.
He is. Kind of thinking up and down from here. He's going to seal the deal. Oh, caught the downslope, I think.
He really was playing with fire there, because over that little wall we saw was out of bounds.
It was, and that is now forever getting further away from the hole, catching that tier in the green. And that's not easy. Like I said, far from over. I'll see the replay here, Ashley.
Didn't have an awful lot of room to work with there, off a little downslope as well. Just caught that downslope as he got to the green.
Yeah, and now we come to 18 for Marco Penge. He's going to be taking on the call, and you know that. The wind is down off the right-hand side as well to boot. It's 461 yards. Those bunkers on the left, not in play, but all these trees on the right and the left up by the green, all in play. We know his power. Is he going to take it on and get as close to that green and put the pressure on Alfie?
Well, this course was designed by Donald Steele, and he produced a really stern examination to finish off with.
That's got some pace on it as well.
Oh my Gideon, what is going on? Alfie, my boy.
That pendulum has been busy today, and it's swinging again.
It is indeed, and onlookers looking on, they're just thinking, my goodness, this ain't over. This could easily be a playoff. I mean, Marco gets one down there, gives himself a chance. And Jamie Dick up the slope.
A little bit shy there. Should get his 4.
Now for Penge. Tee it high, let it fly, find the fairway, and who knows?
Wow! Look at that! Hang time.
Doesn't look concerned. I think he's got a good one out there.
Oh, look at it. Oh my goodness. Referee, how far has that gone?
Well, we're in Dorset. That's nearly in Hampshire.
Oh no, that's in Somerset.
What a vital putt this has become now. He should be disappointed, because that's his first bogey of the day. But I'll tell you what, he's elated, and rightly so. A 65.
Yeah, that's some round of golf. The only blip at the last, and well, I gotta say, what a gutsy performance. What a gutsy last putt.
That was an incredible putt. Incredible putt. And I don't think we really know how tough these conditions are, looking at it on the TV. That's a hell of a score.
And a pretty good performance from Jamie Dick. He was 7th at Camberwell Park with 3 rounds in the 60s. Another round in the 60s here. I think he's coming into his own. Watch out for him as the season progresses.
It's another spectacular tee shot from Penge here at 18. Surely the adrenaline was flowing after the birdie on 17 as well. A playoff now a real possibility. He's pacing up to the green. It's 78 yards. Sensible that he's taking the time to walk up there as well, because that pin is over there, just 5 paces in from the right-hand side and perched on the very back tier. The wind is up, but but it's just a flick with a wedge from here. Can he make the birdie and force the playoff with Alfie Plant?
Well, the crowd's looking on, wondering what's happening. I mean, they've seen the leaderboard go topsy-turvy, up and down like a yo-yo. Marco Penge here, pin on 25, just 5 over the slope. Coming in low, I feel. Pitch it into that slope. Oh, he's going high. He needs to spin. Oh, I think that was a bad choice there, Ash.
He's ended up near where Alfie was. That is a difficult up and down, but he needs to hold that.
But after a drive that's borderline of, well, 380 yards off the tee.
Just too aggressive, you think, John?
Well, adrenaline, you know, nerves, everything is there. He knows what he's got to do. He needs birdie to force the playoff.
All true, but after what's happened today, don't discount this one finding gravity.
No, you're right there. He's got to pitch it all the way, though, you feel. Maybe just onto the fringe. A little bit of check required. There it is. Feeds down. Go on. I tell you what, he was tracking. But that's it, Alfie Plant.
What an incredible round of golf.
Oh, it is, mate. And there you are. All the congratulations to Alfie and Marco. Well, ruin his mistake. It's a long drive home for this man. We see Thomas Curtis here off the left-hand side. And there, it just swung straight off the word go. Little knee knocker coming back now.
Par to finish for Curtis, but a day to forget, really. Not his finest hour.
Terrible start, never really recovered. As for Marco Penge, this is going to be a personal best. He was tied third at the Nokia Masters at Mannings Heath last year, but it will be no consolation.
I mean, what a great tournament it's been. Trials and tribulations of Marco Penge. Look at that scorecard. What a front line, that one blip, but oh, that triple bogey at 15. Start of his demise, unfortunately. But a great tournament all round. Well done, Dudsbury.
Agonisingly, Penge falls just short, having had the title in his pocket for most of the day. Instead, the GolfCatcher Championship has been positively plundered by Alfie Plant.
Alfie, you've just won the GolfCatcher Championship. How do you feel?
Yeah, ecstatic, mate. You know, bit of a mixed emotions, really. I'm really good friends with Marco, so it's a shame to see what happened. But yeah, really pleased with the win.
Really tough conditions out there with the wind, a course that was quickly firming up. Just how good was your 65?
I think it was really good. I don't want to say too much, but you know, I knew I had to go under par today, and I knew I had to have the lowest score of the day, which I think I might have just pipped. You know, I needed everything to go for me today to get over the line, and it did. So yeah, really pleased.
Looked like you had a real steely gaze on the back line when we caught up with you. Really determined. Is that how it felt? Were you really in the zone out there?
Yeah, I had a number to catch, so you know, I kind of forgot about my score. It was just all about getting as close to Marco as possible, you know. So it was just try and make as many birdies as I can, and you know, just put the pressure on, and you know, and just to see what happens with the last few holes to go.
Marco, second spot. How are you feeling after that final round?
No, it's one of them. Like I said to you before the round, if someone goes and shoots a great score like Alfie did, then fair play to him. Quality score today. Played great today. Again, probably hit it just as good as the other 2 days, if not better. Got a bit unfortunate on 15. Hit my shot straight down the flag, and the wind just dropped and pitched 2 yards over the green and shot off 15 yards into a jungle. So yeah, it's disappointing, but you know, it's a good result as well. I'm really proud of myself, and I didn't bottom it. Alfie Plant had a great score, and fair play to him. Well done.
Now, commiserations to Marco Penge as Alfie Plant blossoms. The man best known for a silver medal strikes gold here, and as a consequence climbs to the forefront of the 2019 EuroPro Tour race to Desert Springs. Mikael Lundberg is second, and another former European Tour winner, David Dixon, is ensconced in the top 5 as well. Next time it's the Motor Caddy Masters at McDonald Linden Hall, but for now from Dudsbury, it's goodbye.